If you are looking for a step-by-step live walkthrough of how to buy a stock, you found the right video. Now, before we go to my actual desktop and you watch me buy a stock, this is more so a part 2 of a 2-part series that I've done. And the quick kind of quiz and test you can give yourself is when I say limit order, market order, stop limit, stop market. If you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say that, then first go and watch the video that I've linked down below. And this video will make a whole lot more sense because I am assuming that you know those terms. So again, if you don't know what I mean when I said those terms, watch the video that I've linked down below and then come back to this one. It'll make a whole lot more sense. Now, if you do understand those terms, then perfect. The video here that I'm going to go over, those assumptions that I've made will make total sense to you. So with that being said, let's go to my desktop. Before anything though, I want to go over the basic math on, well, how to buy stocks. How exactly does it all work? And the great news is I'm probably going to insult your intelligence here. Hopefully I am. But let's go over a quick math problem here. So apples cost $2 each. Billy Bob has $10 in his pocket. So the question, how many apples can he buy? Again, stick with me here. So let's just go through the quick math. Well, he's got $10 in his pocket and they cost $2 each. So that means he can buy what? 5 apples, right? Now, if you don't understand that math, just put a pause on the stock market and go back to like 3rd grade or something. For you Billy Madison fans, maybe you got to go, I don't know. But I'm assuming 99.9% of people understand the math there. So when it comes to the stock market, when it comes to calculating how many shares, nothing fancy at all. Just instead of apples here, replace that with, let's just say, XYZ. So ticker symbol XYZ has shares, and those shares cost $2 each. You have $10, so how many shares can you buy? Well, again, instead of this being representing apples, it now represents shares. So $10 divided by $2 per share equals 5 shares that you can buy. So that is the math. There are no fancy calculations. There are no fancy calculators. You don't need a financial advisor to figure out how many shares you can buy. All you need is how much money do I want to invest? And then you need the other number. What is the cost per share? Now, maybe right now you're thinking, well, how do I figure out the cost per share? Well, I'll show you how that all works here. But again, 2 big numbers. How much money do you want to invest? What is the cost per share? So welcome inside of my online broker account, my brokerage account. Maybe you've heard different terminology of brokerage, online brokerage, all those things, one and the same. And this is what the inside of mine looks like. And this is Merrill Edge through Bank of America. Now, first, right off the bat, by no means am I implying that this is the only broker available. This is the broker you have to use, nothing like that. This is personal preference. This is all up to you. In fact, I use them because when you keep certain minimums in your banking accounts with Bank of America, you get 30 free trades, per month. So whenever I'm doing stuff for my retirement, it's always commission free for me because I keep those at minimum. So to me, that's what drew me in. It was, hey, I'll take $0 commission trades. Now, if you don't meet the minimums, then prices can vary. But there's a lot of online brokerages out there. So, and if you're curious, well, which one's for me? What should I be looking at? I will put a link down to how to find an online broker down below this video too, and you can kind of check that stuff out. But, again, this is not like some sales pitch or anything for Merrill Edge. This is just who I personally use. And the second part here is all brokerages are going to look different. So when you sign up for one, if it's not Merrill Edge, this screen, the inside of your broker is going to look different. Now, the overall dynamics, the overall, key components are the same, right? You're going to enter in certain amounts and numbers, which you'll see, and then you buy your stock. But, colors, how things look, to the human eye, yeah, those things are going to vary, but at the core, it's all the same. So first step in anything is, well, we got to figure out what stock you want to buy, right? Because if you don't know what stock you're going to buy, then you're not going to know the price or anything like that. So what stock do you want to buy and how much money do you want to invest into that stock? That's the first question that you're going to have to ask yourself. Again, what stock, how much money do I want to invest? For me, I've determined, I've been watching this one for a while, but I want to invest and put ROST. So you can see with Merrill Edge, it auto-populates and, the name of the company right there. So I'm going to click on that. And after that loads, you can see that we had this pop-up window right here that formed, and that's going to give us some very important information. But before we get to any of that information, the first thing is, well, as I said, I want to buy some shares. So action, what sort of action do I want to take? Well, I want to buy. So I want to buy ROST. That's how that works. Now, next part, here's where the math comes in. Quantity. How many shares do I want to buy? And the cool thing here is they have a calculator. So I'll just click on that. And this is where we're going to go through it. And the nice thing about this is it lets you know what the price is. So right now, with Merrill Edge, it tells you that the price per share is 58.64. But actually, let's not even use that because your broker may not have it. So we'll just go the old school route here. So looking here at the information, we got to look down here and see what the price actually is. So the price right here, you can see 58.62. That's going to be the price of the current shares right now, right around 58.62. I say right around because prices are always fluctuating, but that's going to be the number that we can use. And what I always like to do is just go a little bit above there because, like I said, prices are fluctuating. So, give yourselves a little bit of leeway. So what I'm going to do is let's just run the calculation on 58.75. Now, how much cushion? If you want to do 58.65, that's up to you. If you want to do 58.70, that's up to you. Heck, if you want to do 58.62 right on the dot, that's fine. But remember, prices are always changing. So you may not get 58.62 because who knows, maybe the new price right now is 58.65, for example. And again, if you watch that previous video, that'll make more sense in terms of how the prices and such are changing. But for me, I want to do $500. So let's bring over this calculator, and this is just simply what comes with Windows. So, nothing fancy here. So like I said, I have $500 in my pocket, and apples cost 58. I'm going to use 75. Now, of course, they're not apples, they're shares, but 58.75. And that equals 8.5. Now, if all you have is $500, then you always need to round down. Now, you can't go and buy 8.51 shares. So, but if all you have is literally $500, then you can't go and buy 9 shares. You're going to have to round down to the nearest number, and that is 8. So you would have to get 8 shares in this situation. Now, I do have more than $500, so I'm just going to go ahead and round that up and pick up 9 shares. But again, I want to reiterate that. If all you literally have is $500, then you can't round that up to 9 because, well, then you're not going to have enough money to make the purchase. You would have to round down. Even if that says, 8.999, you would still have to round down to 8 because, well, you don't have enough money for 9 shares. So just one thing to keep in mind. But in my case, since I do have more than $500, I just want to round that up, and I'm going to buy 9 shares. Now, order type, and this is where definitely the previous order comes into play, but I'm going to select limit. Again, what does limit mean? Well, hopefully you watched that other video so you know exactly what that is. And like I said, I want to put in 58.75. Now, ideally, I'm going to get a better price, and right now it's actually warning me the limit price is entered above what the current price is, but that's fine. I'm just saying I don't want to pay anything more than 58.75, but ideally I'm going to get filled, meaning I'm going to get more shares, or I'm going to get my shares for less than 58.75, but I'm going to put that in there. Again, if you want to do 58.70, if that cushion, or if you want to do 58.65, actually let's do 58.65 and we'll see if I can get any shares for that price. And then finally, duration, meaning how long do I want it to last? Well, I can just let that order sit out there for a day, or I can let that order sit out there for 30 days. For this, I'm just going to do a day. Next, we're going to preview the order. So you can see right here that the entire amount that I would be putting in would be $527.85. As I already explained, my commission is 0 because of the cool stuff that Bank of America offers. But that is the current amount of money, estimated I should say, because the share price is always changing, but estimated going to be right around $528. And you can go through everything. It's your account, the action is the buy, the company name and ticker symbol. So you see all that stuff. It's just letting me review it one final time, and then you can hit submit. So again, it's just here is the screen. It's acknowledging that the order did indeed happen. It's giving you the order number and all that stuff. So it's just giving you a list of everything that happened. Now we don't know if I got any shares yet. This is real time, so I actually have no idea if I got any shares. But so now I want to come down here and click View Order Status. And let's see, bought a TJX before the video got rolling, but ROST right here, executed, and it got executed at $58.61. So I do now officially own 9 shares of ROST at a price of $58.61. Then earlier you can see about looking at the timestamps, about 20 minutes prior to this video here, because this happened at 12:25, I bought 7 shares at a price of $70.48 of TJX. So 2 different orders there, but the one that you saw was ROST. And that's it. That's how you buy a stock online, step by step by step. Very straightforward, very intuitive. The drop-down menus make it quite easy. And worst case, well, Clay, what happens if I try to buy more stock, than what I have money for? Well, then your broker is just going to say, it's going to correct you. It's going to say, no, you can't buy that much because you don't have, the proper funds in your account. So it's not the end of the world. You're not going to get thrown into jail if you actually try to buy more shares than what you can pay for. So, worst case scenario, it's just going to reject your order, and then you might have to do a new calculation. So it's not like every little thing is do or die or anything like that. Just take it one step at a time, go through the directions, and that is how you do it. And the reverse opposite is true for when you'd sell. When it comes to action, you would just click the sell instead of buy, and then everything else remains the same. So any questions or comments or anything like that, you can leave those down below. But yeah, that is how you buy a stock online with an online brokerage. If you are interested in trading alongside me and other traders, then I do offer a private trading community known as the Inner Circle. So the 2 images that you see on the screen, the one image, if you click on it, it will take you to the Inner Circle page and give you all the details about it. The other is going to be a behind the scenes tour that I personally give, so you can see exactly what you are going to get with the subscription. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then go ahead, check it out, and by all means, let me know if you have any questions.